Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Bastards YouTube show. We have myself, Nick, and Terry here in the house to talk about a magical game for Brayan Bello going out throwing 7 innings tonight, picking up the victory against the Texas Rangers. Solid overall start for him. Justin Turner was your big offensive star for tonight with 2 RBIs. So we're going to talk about that here on this show. We do want to welcome in our Twitter audience as well. Hi, everybody. Again, this is our YouTube show that we're going to get a chance to broadcast on our Twitter feed as well for you. Give us a follow, give us a like over on the YouTube page, and we hope you enjoy it. Terry, how you doing tonight?
Not too bad. I picked the Red Sox to win this one. I rode the hot hand with Bayo, and if it wasn't for a little blip to Adolis Garcia, it would have been a flawless performance for Bayo. But
I thought that ball, as it kept on carrying, it didn't seem to me off the crack of the bat that was going to be a home run. And I just felt that, oh, could Verdugo jump and catch that or anything? But it fell into the bullpen and everything. Little blimp in the road, but overall, still solid, great win against a lethal Texas Rangers team. Hey, I'll take that every time out for Bayo. I know he didn't pitch up all the strikeouts. He only had 3 on the night, but the guy pitches to contact, and from that contact that he's getting those outs, and you take those outs every single chance that you can.
there's so many guys in there that could have crushed him. I know Seager had a couple of hits, and he had another one that off the bat I thought was just going to be a routine fly to Adam Duvall, who was pretty busy all night out in center.
Yeah, he was.
And but it bounced high off the monster, and Simeon could have crushed him. Garver, set the tone in game one for the Rangers, but it was really impressive to watch Bayo hold those runners on base, and if again, just that blip to Garcia. No, yeah, Adolis. I'm getting my Rangers mixed up,
Mr.
but
Garcia over in
Mr.
right field, one of 6 All-Stars that they have as well. Team
Yeah,
stacked, well represented.
MLB RBI leader as well.
Yep.
Otani just behind him, and Devers just behind him. But yeah, it's so much fun to watch Bayo, and it's just a bummer that we're probably not going to get to see what he could do in the postseason this year. So next year at the earliest.
At least we know we have a guy that we can build upon and we can bank on for our future. And I know we have a little war room chat that we have going on during the game. We talk during, the game about different things that happen. But the points across that everybody was talking about from all of our crew, you got to get this guy signed. And for me, it's getting more bothersome by the start. Every single time that you see Bayo go out there and pitch effectively, I don't know about you, Terry, that price is going up every time he goes on the hill. When is Bloom going to make the move?
I think the Red Sox still have the leverage right now with him. They definitely don't want to get to opening day next year without him being extended, but we have him under control through 2028. So that's 5 more years beyond this. So don't let it get too far, to where he has the leverage, much like Bogarts did and Rafi Devers.
The other thing I wanted to mention on this start was after 2 innings, Bayo was already at about 40, 41 pitches on that pitch total. If I was to tell you that he was going to go 7 innings, pick up the win, and only give up 2 runs from the jams that he escaped and everything, I probably would be looked at as a crazy man. And he ended up doing that.
He
Houdini.
he got some fast innings there in the fifth and sixth, and you kind of knew Cora would probably try to stretch him because you were going to have Martin in the eighth, Jansen in the ninth. The only other guy you really can somewhat comfortably go to right now is Bernardino, but he pitched 1 and a third yesterday,
Right.
so it was extremely important that that we got the seventh inning out of him. And the one thing though, he hasn't ever really had a load like this. So he's probably going to pitch 150, 160 innings, and hopefully
You think
there's
he's
no.
capable?
Well, he's never done it. So just hopefully there's no consequences. I mean, he's got a pretty good record of health. He did have the forearm thing in spring training, but I would consider that to be just a blip.
So after the 7 innings, you went to your bullpen. And once again, your bullpen gets the job done with Chris Martin pitching a great 1-2-3 eighth. And then Kenley Jansen gets his 18th save on the season. It was great. That's what you want. That's what you paid your bucks for. You had your three of your best pitchers in this game tonight on your staff. And I'm getting to that point now with Jansen where I'm starting to see him make the adjustments and be somebody that we can trust again. I know it comes hit or miss a little bit, but tonight, very effective.
I'm not going to lie. I really thought he might blow the save, or at least the game would end up being tied after. I mean, you've seen him struggle with lineups that really aren't that robust.
Yep.
Cleveland being one of them. The Cardinals earlier on. I mean, not a lot of scary guys in there outside of Arenado and Goldschmidt, but I thought this could be a rough outing for him, and like you said, it's extremely encouraging to see him, just kind of breeze through
Back
it.
on the roller coaster and getting through it, which is what we want to see, getting the job done. The big ones tomorrow. Nate Eovaldi on the hill for the Texas Rangers. I was always a big Nate Eovaldi fan. Going to be definitely different watching this game tomorrow as a Red Sox fan, seeing him on the hill and everything. He'll be opposed by Cutter Crawford. Cutter Crawford just came off a great victory against the Blue Jays. Where are you at for tomorrow?
I think Crawford's going to get slapped around pretty bad. There's no reason to believe Evaldi's going to be nothing less than stellar. He's having a great season. You know he wants this win bad. More so than any other start he's had this year. So I think I think the Rangers will take care of business. Justin Turner's been pretty pesky lately. I saw a stat earlier. I forgot who tweeted it. One of the beat writers. He's hitting over 400 with runners in scoring position. So if they could string together some hits, if Duran stays hot and you got Turner batting not far behind him, they could put a couple on the board early, but I just don't trust Crawford.
This was a game that there's no doubt Nate Eovaldi had this circled. When he signed that contract, when he went back home to the Rangers, this was one that he had pinpointed on his calendar to make sure he was ready for. And we know his big game and compete level. I wouldn't put it past him to throw a complete game tomorrow. I'm just going to put it out there. I wouldn't. Just knowing how competitive he is, this is something that I'm sure he wants to prove to a lot of people that he's the guy. And with Ohtani and everything being injured and stuff and impacting potentially his All-Star game appearance, Nate Eovaldi could be your starter for the All-Star game.
That hadn't crossed my mind, but I don't see why not. And as far as complete games, I think he's pitched at least a couple so far this year.
So we're going to have to see what happens tomorrow night with the Red Sox and the Rangers in the finale of the series. We hope everybody else has a great rest of your night, and we will see you again real soon. Have a good one.